In addition to the basic rectangle and elliptical selection tools, you also have access to something called the Free Select tool inside of GIMP. The Free Select tool allows you to make selections based upon a freely drawn region that you create with your mouse, and also by using polygonal lines as well. And so if you hover over this tool, it looks like a little lasso, and in other applications like Photoshop, it may be referred to as the lasso tool. But in GIMP, it's actually called the Free Select tool, and you can see that it allows you to select a hand-drawn region with free and polygonal segments. And so what that means is basically you can come out here, once you select the tool, you can come out here and you can just draw free-handed selections around in your document. And once you get back to your original spot, you'll see a little yellow dot indicating you're about to close the selection. You can release your mouse, and then the selection follows wherever you just drew. The cool thing about this tool is it's actually two tools in one. So if I go to Select and choose None, I'll show you exactly what I mean here. So I can just come out here and I can start drawing with the selection tool. Watch what happens when I let go of my mouse while I'm still drawing. I do that. I now have the ability to do a straight line. I can click to end a point. Click to end a point, same way all the way around. If I want to draw again, I go to my next point and click and draw until I get all the way back around, and then you can see where it stops. And so what I did, I actually meshed two different types of selections, a freehand selection and also straight line selections as well. Let's go up and choose Select and choose None. And let's try to make a rough selection of the dog here. So I'm going to come here and I'm just going to draw around the dog. You don't have to do a really good selection, but this is great practice because this dog has lots of nice subtle curves around it. So we're just going to go around like this. And again, drawing with a mouse is pretty difficult, but you can get pretty good at it if you practice enough. And I'm just going to go around like this. If you make a mistake, that's okay. First time's always the hardest time. Here we go. Just following the contour of the dog. I'm getting a little bit outside the lines, but that's okay. Now we're just going to draw around. And again, I'm just doing this with a mouse. Now when I get to this point here, I'm going to let go of my mouse because this is a relatively straight line right here. So I'm just going to go down and click. And then, of course, we get to do the sides like that as well. So I'll just come over here, click, and then I'll come back up and finish my selection with a click. So I freehand traced around the outside of the dog, and then once I got down here, I did a straight line down, a straight line over, and a straight line up using this Free Select tool. So I'm able to actually create a much more refined selection by mixing in the freehand drawing and the polygonal lasso-like elements. So take some time and practice with this. I know it's not going to be perfect the first time that you do it, but as you get more adept at using this, you're going to find it to be an amazing tool because it allows you to combine these two types of selections. This is going to be great for selecting buildings, for selecting people around buildings and things like that. It's also going to be great for animals and things like that where they combine straight lines and curves. Just everyday selections never have only curves or only straight lines. They always mix the two, and having a tool that allows you to do both is a very powerful thing. So again, this is called the Free Select tool. It's available to you in the toolbar over here, and it allows you to combine hand-drawn regions with this free polygonal segments that you create as well. Very quick and very easy to make some decent selections from this. And if you see, if I went up to the layer menu now and I chose New Layer via Copy, I can actually create a new copy of the dog. I'll turn off the bottom layer, and you can see I did a pretty decent job of selecting the dog. There's only a few different areas that I would need to refine to make this a decent composite that I could then move into another scene. So in just a few short and easy steps, we've done a great deal of the legwork that's going to be involved in taking this dog from one scene to another. And we did that all with the Free Select tool. So take some time, learn this tool. You'll be really glad you did.